Let me introduce our next speaker, Mpolokeng Botipe, Area Client Manager, Small Businesses and Private Clients. Mpolokeng holds a Master's in Business Administration from Mancosa, with a research focus on the role of commercial banking in finance and credit rationing for small, micro, and medium enterprise in Limpopo, the Limpopo Province. With over a decade, to be more exact, 13 years of experience in the banking sector, Mpolokeng has specialized in supporting small businesses as well as commercial, agriculture, and private banking clients. Ladies and gentlemen, please can we put our hands together for Mpolokeng Botipe, Area Client Manager, Small Businesses and Private Clients. Come on, let's show some love.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for the intro, Sibusiso. As he has already alluded to, my name is Mpolokeng Botipe, the Area Client Manager for Northwest, looking after small businesses as well as private clients. I think it's very important to actually recognize the impact of small businesses in our country. Small and medium-sized businesses contribute 34% to our gross domestic product for South Africa, and it also contributes to reducing unemployment because it employs almost 50 to 60% of the workforce in South Africa. I think just by listening to that, you would understand that this is a very good segment for us to support as a bank. As Nedbank, we pride ourselves as money experts that do good. And with the good that we do, we have partnered with T for such events to bring the bank to the townships, because that's where we found a good potential for businesses. So the theme of the pitch, the theme of this masterclass is pitching, right? We've seen 6 businesses that came here to pitch and tell you what is it that they sell, and for you to buy into that. So we take it further to say, as Nedbank, what are the things that we look at when you come to us to pitch? Because the challenges that are faced by small businesses, it's mainly access to funding. The second one, it's access to marketing or advertising because of the cost that comes with it. And the third one is compliance with the regulations. And we have to make sure that we help you to stay compliant with the regulations of the country. So you will see on the screens, there is 4 things that I'm going to talk to. The first one is your business readiness. The small business that came here knows already what they do, and they were selling that to us. So when you go to the bank and pitch, you're selling your business to us, because everything is about sales. So you sell it to the bank to say, I've got a business and I'm looking for funding. So the first point of contact for us is to go through your business plan, and a solid one. The reason why I'm saying a solid one is because your business plan tells us a story of your business. It tells us what is it that you sell, who is your target market that you're selling it to, and where you are heading to. Because the only thing that we want to make sure is that we partner with you for growth, to grow from where you are to a matured business in the commercial banking space, right? And it will also tell us who is the jockey. You will hear it when they say a jockey in banking when we interact with you. But I just want to take it a bit down to say, who is the business owner? Who is the individual that is running this business? Because whether you are a private company, whether you are a sole proprietor, whether you are a closed corporation, if you're running that business, you represent the business. And those are the things that we need to understand as a bank. The second thing that I'm going to talk to is your financial soundness, right? As much as we know that your challenges, it's mainly access to funding. And we want to partner with you. We have to make sure that there are things that you do properly in a business. Your financial statements, it's one of the requirements that we would ask you when you come to the bank, right? Can I see by show of hands who has been to the bank to apply for funding? So you were requested to provide us with financial statements, right? And on the financial statements, we want to see the revenue that you make for the business. Because you've been operating for quite some time, and you are looking for funding in order for you to expand. In your financial statements, we will look at your balance sheet. And what goes into the balance sheet, it's mainly your assets. If you are running a cleaning company, for example, you've got to have a vehicle that will take you from point A to point B. And that vehicle forms part of your assets. And if you are a business, as part of a shop, for example, you have inventory in your business that forms part of your assets, under current assets, right? And then when you look at your liabilities, we are talking to your short-term and long-term commitments, because in most cases you would have approached Nedbank, for example, for a short-term loan. So we have to see it under your liabilities. So what it means is we will also look at whether the business assets are more than the liabilities to give us an indication whether the business is solvent, all right? And then we also look at your income statement. Your income statement is very important. The reason why I'm saying that it's because whatever revenue that you make for your business goes into that income statement. And I heard Sibusiso also touching base on the most important thing. Now we are going digital, right? And we are doing away with accepting cash, mainly because of the risk that is associated with holding cash in the business. Hence, we have point of sales that you use to make sure that your customers can swipe with their cards, because they also don't want to be carrying money around everywhere they go. And they will be able to pay on the point of sales. And there are so many things that the bank is doing. Nedbank is committed to the success of small businesses. And when we look at that point of sale, for example, there are transactions that are going there. And we know that when you are a small business, there are some of the challenges when it comes to financial statements based on the cost that comes with it. We are approaching Easter now. And you've been using your merchant device, or you call it your point of sale, or your machine wall swiper. And the revenue has been going into the account. We are able to assist you to get that bridge finance without even asking for your management accounts or your financial statements. So those are the things that the bank is doing to make sure that they support you as a business, because they understand some of the challenges that you face. And the other thing that we also ask for is your cash flow projections, right? Or you can call it your budget. When you go to the bank, you should have a cash flow projection in place, or your budget in place, so that we can see that you understand how much money you are expecting to generate for the next 12 months, and your operational cost, how are you going to cover that from your income? Those are the most important things. And from the finance that you're looking for, we are able to assist you by looking at the profit that will be left. And that's what we call repayment ability. We want to see that you will be able to afford that installment for that loan. And those are the most important things that we look at. And the other important thing is the track record for the business, as well as the jockey or the business owner that runs that business. You have to make sure that if a business have a loan or an asset-based finance, you pay those installments on time. The other challenge that we get is that in most cases, when you face challenges, you tend to be frustrated as a client or as a small business owner. And when you're dedicated banker, because we dedicated a banker based on the expertise that they have to help you do a needs analysis, right? And when they call you during that 1 month that you have problems, or sometimes a situation would take you more than 2 months, in most cases you would find calls are not answered. So that's the education that we're trying to emphasize in this platform. To say if you have problems, pick up the phone, talk to your dedicated banker, and ensure that there are arrangements in place. They should know what is happening in your business in order for them to support you. But if you ignore calls, that's where most of the cases end up being in a situation where your credit scoring will be affected. We are on the same page, right? So let's ensure that as we do business, we also partner with the bankers that we bank with. Nedbank has small business services managers. They are sitting at the back that will assist you and will partner with you through your journey. The next thing is around compliance, right? There are regulations that you need to comply with. The first one, I'm going to talk to SARS. SARS is one of an organization that we have to ensure as a small business that you comply with it. There's annual returns that you do on for your business. Make sure you pay the annual returns or make arrangements with SARS if you are not able to meet those. The reason why I'm saying that is because if your annual returns are not paid or your income tax as a business, your status will change to non-compliant from the science point of view. And it also affects the other systems that are linked to SARS. For example, there are people that are applying for tenders, businesses that apply for tenders. And if you are not compliant, it's going to update through the CSD. That's why most of the businesses are not able to get a business. It's because of the compliance. So compliance is very important. And the benefits of compliance is that if you are compliant, you can be able to get business. So we just want us to change the direction of looking at some of the requirements that are there. Instead of thinking of how much you're going to pay for SARS, think of how much would you benefit if you are compliant. Because if you are in a pool of clients that are not compliant and you're compliant, chances of you gaining more business are very high. The other thing that we need to also comply with from a small and medium business point of view, it's our CIPC. You know that when you register a business, you should also comply with CIPC, right? There's annual returns that has to be done on an annual basis. Failure to do this also affects your company because it can be registered. And those are the things that when you come to us, we are able to check. And if they are not compliant, we are unable to help you. So we should just make sure that we partner together to make your journey a successful one by eliminating some of those challenges that you have and doing the business the right way. The next thing that I'm going to talk to is the kind of support that Nedbank gives for small and medium enterprises. I think we will all agree now that we are here because Nedbank saw the importance of such gathering taking place. And they invested by partnering with T to ensure that in every township, we are there, we are present. And that's one thing that we take pride of. I'm happy to see everyone, all the small businesses joined in this hall with the number, regardless of the weather outside. So that's the other thing that I wanted to talk to. There's this next slide that I want you to see. Can you please help? So the next slide, it's about Simply Biz, right? I'm just waiting for, all right.
Yeah, we seem to be having some technical battles today. But the team will sort it out. I think meanwhile, as the team is sorting it out, yeah, sure.
I can finish with that. All right.
All right.
There's a platform that we call Simply Biz, right? I don't know who has, you can go onto your phones right now. Go to Simply Biz. Just check some of the support platforms that Nedbank is part of to ensure that you get the kind of support that you need as a small and medium sized business. Simply Biz is a network platform that supports small businesses. This is the look of Simply Biz, right? The reason why we're showing you this, it's because we don't want you to go to a different site that doesn't look like this. So when I started, I told you about the challenges that faces small businesses. The first one is access to funding. The second one is access to marketing and advertising. And the third one is the compliance with the regulations. When you go to Simply Biz, you will find different benefits on that platform. We've got sponsorship. There's different types of sponsorship that the bank, together with Simply Biz, are able to provide for our small businesses. We've got advertising site as well, where you can go there and advertise your business. And it goes deeper to being able to advertise your products there and network with other people that are in your type of industry that you're running. So it's more of making sure that you grow as a small business, and you also see other businesses that would need the type of service that you're looking for. There's also funding on the same website that you will find when you go there. And we also have the business solutions that you can get when you go to that platform. So this is us just saying that Nedbank is committed to the growth of small businesses, and for us ensuring that your journey, we remove those obstacles that you face on a daily basis to ensure that you grow as a business, as a small business. Thank you. And we've got our bankers at the back, right? We've got Kamogelo Padi, who is our small business services manager. He's based in Rustenburg Mall. We've got Mandi Sanjoko, who is our small business services manager, based in Waterfall Mall. And we've got Casey Mutula as well, who is the sales manager for Northwest, looking after small businesses. That is my counterpart. And we are here for you. If you want to interact with us, we're going to be here until the end of this session. Let's engage. Let's make sure that we help you to get to where you want to be. The most important thing for us is making sure that you grow your business as an individual and as a business owner. And we will partner with you, we will walk the journey with you, as long as we know where you're heading to. Thank you.